What's up, everybody? It's Smokey D here with the Smokey Season Show. We have a very special guest today. It's from Blue Sky CBD. How
What's
you
up,
doing, brother?
Smokey?
Good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
How are you
Glad
guys
to be
doing?
here. Man, we'd be fools to complain and are moving forward every day. Really glad to be here talking about our mission and our products. So thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you for coming on the show. I mean, THC is very well known, and now CBD is becoming more a well known product as well. So we get a lot of questions about CBD and potencies, and does it really work, and can you really feel it? Does it fix anything? What is so? Can you just tell us a little bit from your words what Blue Sky CBD is, and like what it really what you guys made what you guys started this company for?
Yeah, good question. So I think that we get the same questions that you guys get about CBD on a daily basis, and I think it's important to note that at its very core, CBD is a novel anti-inflammatory, and when you're looking at whether it be anything from depression, anxiety, Parkinson's, arthritis, I mean the real foundation of the majority of ailments that we're faced with, the root of it is inflammation.
Yeah.
So when our group, we're still a family-run business here locally in Colorado, and so when we started to see the power of what we were building, at the same time we're seeing how the consumer isn't able to really get the feedback that they need and the education that they need. CBD is really like the wild, wild west, and to be perfectly honest, the industry has a lot of static, a lot of noise, and what happens is because anybody can go out there and put a label on a bottle of CBD and go, oh, I got a CBD brand. But when you start breaking it down, we've used international research, that is publicly available on PubMed.gov, where it's real white papers that talk about the milligrams that are needed as specific protocols. So what we wanted to do is we just wanted to bring transparency to the industry. We wanted to formulate high potency products that give people easy ways to take the dosages that they needed. Right? We don't want our people needing to take 3 full droppers
Or to
from a
smoke. A
tincture.
lot of people don't smoke, and they don't know that CBD comes not like weed. Like it comes in a
Yeah,
pill
absolutely.
or
Yeah, I mean, to break it down, how we manufacture our products, and we've got a couple different labs that we use, but it's the hemp as the source, right? And what a lot of people don't realize is that a CBD molecule that comes from pardon the language, but a dog shit hemp plant, as opposed to an organically grown fluffy hemp plant, the CBD molecule can look very much the same. It can test very much the same, but when it comes to how the body absorbs it and how physiologically it helps the body, coming from an organic fluffy, I mean, I use the word fluffy a lot as a joke, but it's the difference between, you see a lot of hemp plants that are really like stringy.
yeah.
So we extract that down into an oil. I mean, it's a more complex process than this, but then the oil is then distilled down into the actual molecule. So we do most of our work with the CBD molecule. We have introduced CBG, that's known for even more anti-inflammatory properties and antibacterial, into a lot of our products. And now we're just finishing the final testing on it's actually our second batch using CBN as a sleep formula. CBN is known as a sedative. So I'm kind of rambling, but to bring it back, we wanted to bring a trusted source. So our products are majority distributed by naturopathic doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, massage therapists, trainers, people that are that other people are trusting with their health needs, and it's because everything's guaranteed potency and purity. So all of our docs know that they're getting world-class products, world-class formulas, and those that are genuinely going to help their customers.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, CBD's hard for a lot of people. They just, it is a little bit pricey. So people are always like, is this really going to work? Is this really going to help me with what I need help with? And I've always been an advocate for CBD. I have been one that has always kind of said that CBD and THC kind of go together for me. So like a little bit of CBD and with a little bit of THC, it makes a bigger effect for me. I do know that everybody's body's different. Some people, like you said, you were telling me earlier, these sober you up from THC.
Absolutely.
CBD, THC, alcohol, pretty much a lot of that extra stuff, and I thought these were wonderful. I kind of felt like a sobering effect, but it was more, there was kind of anxiety relief in it and just kind of like more of a mellow feeling.
Yeah, for sure. And you'd be surprised what we get a lot of that. And listen, there are times THC has its place medicinally. And I won't ever say, and we won't ever say any differently, but we won't ever have THC in any of our products. We know, we've done the research, we see it in our labs, we see it in our clinics, the benefits. And again, we can't make claims, but I can tell you anecdotally that, anxiety, arthritis is huge. I mean, huge. It can change people's lives. We've been talking about Parkinson's before the show. And even just general pain, chronic pain, because it's working as a novel anti-inflammatory throughout the body, and then it's working with the CB1 and CB2 receptors to help create homeostasis. So it's kind of interesting. A lot of people also don't understand that the body naturally creates CBD. So when you go to the gym or you go out on your bike ride and you're moving, your body is naturally creating CBD. So that's why when you leave the gym, you feel
that euphoric,
more clear,
yeah.
You feel more calm, you feel more focused. And so, Dr. Dorninger he runs Roots and Branches, the clinic in Boulder, and he's our director of research and development, and he uses an interesting analogy. Humans weren't meant to sit on a computer all day long and then go to a McDonald's and get their food.
Yeah, that's right.
So all of a sudden, you're not moving. You're not charging your endocannabinoid system. And so really, what our oils are doing is actually just providing that to get the body back to the base of what it should be, because we were meant to move around.
Yeah, correct.
We use the term motion is lotion all the time. We were meant to move around.
I mean, we had to hunt for our food.
We had to hunt for our food. You couldn't sit here and get on Postmates and order a Chipotle burrito ready to go get your food.
Yep.
And that's what we miss, particularly in the American culture, and so that's why. And I'll tell you, it's kind of interesting. We have a number of older consumers, right, 80 and 90 years old, that, for instance, will have really hard times opening their hands. People that were mechanics or worked on farms and have arthritis in their pain. We have people that use our products and use them for, let's say, like a month, get relief and can actually move their hands, and then can stop using the gels and it doesn't come back. And really what it has done in that capacity is jump-started the endocannabinoid system just to get it firing again.
Yeah, I have arthritis in my hands from riding bikes and tennis and all sorts of things, and I didn't really notice it until a couple years ago, and then one of my fingers got like stuck and I couldn't move it. Went to the hospital and they were like, "You have really bad arthritis," and so I've done all hand massages and stuff has helped a lot. Tinctures help a lot. THC helps a lot. But this stuff, man, these balms I've never used a balm that works so good. I've used it on my neck, I've used it on my back, I've used it on my ankles. I used it on my stomach where I got all my surgery, and it makes a huge difference. So I can see in people that have been doing this for, had arthritis for 25, 30 years and just haven't been able to find anything that works.
Well, and I'll tell you.
And then to be a marijuana type product, people are like, wow, should I trust this? And because it's still kind of looked down upon because it does come from the hemp plant.
And a lot of people don't understand the difference between the hemp plant and the marijuana plant, and that they're both live under the cannabis, but they're completely different plants. So, and I'll tell you this, we're showing these too. I think that it's important for your people to know out there that our biggest. So these are what you're showing them is what we call our Sky Gel. They're 30 milligram gels a piece. Our recommended doses for people to try are 60 milligrams. So you take 2 of those. We actually tell a lot of people to bite them
Oh, really?
Yeah, and because what happens is if you bite them and the oil is you let it just literally sit under your tongue or even on your tongue, your absorption rate goes up going through the mucous membranes as opposed to following or fighting the digestive tract on the way down.
Okay.
It doesn't make a huge difference, but you will feel a quicker response.
How does it taste?
Well, so we have different lines. So one, the straight CBD isolate product has very, very little taste to it. A lot of people will say, oh, it's got a little bit of a buttery taste to it. Our Max Relief formulas that also contain CBG and our Sleep formulas that contain CBN, those molecules will typically contain a little bit more of an earthy taste.
Okay.
Not anything like, a lot of people call and say, man, I tried these tinctures and God, it tastes like shit.
Yeah.
And you can immediately say that's a full spectrum product because, or 99% of the time, because what's happening is the whole plant goes through an extraction process.
Yep.
And that creates the oil that is the full spectrum oil that you're taking. So you're literally, you're drinking or absorbing the whole plant.
Yeah.
The whole plant.
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah, to where, so you
It's like
get
RSO
this
oil.
yeah, I mean, honestly, it tastes like marijuana.
Yeah.
Really, like when it's like that, if you're a marijuana user, you go, man, I feel like I'm actually like eating the plant. As opposed to, right, like whether it be our tinctures or our gels, you've got very little taste. And the big thing is too your audience is probably much more a very high propensity to use THC, but we have a lot of teachers, pilots, bus drivers, cops, military that really need the help of the cannabis plant, the hemp plant, and so now they have an option to come here and know that they can take our products without ever worrying about showing THC on the drug test. All of our certificates of analysis.
0 THC.
Yeah, and that's important to us. And again, we know THC has its place. We'll talk, the only time really that you'll hear our docs talk about THC is with depression. Okay. That's the one time where they'll go, you know what, you might also want to consider 5 or 10 milligrams of THC. Because we all know you can have the worst day you've ever had. Yeah. You come home and take a little hit of pot, and you're feeling better.
Yeah.
So, but THC removes the brain from the situation, whereas CBD is physiologically working within your body to reducing inflammation, reduce anxiety. A lot of people don't understand too that a CBD isolate, right?
Yeah.
Because when you get it down, actually boosts serotonin and dopamine, so it works as an upper.
Oh, wow.
So you take 60 to 90 milligrams in the morning, it knocks the cobwebs out, it creates clarity, it creates really good energy without like the coffee energy of the crash.
Yeah, the crash.
But then in low dose at night, it will help with sleep. And if you go onto our reviews at bluesky-cbd.com and you look at the reviews under the products, there's a common thread through it that will say, also sleeping better than I have. Or people will say, man, my dreams have been so crazy. And what they don't understand is that they're spending more time in REM sleep.
Then they're actually dreaming.
Yeah, and so they're getting a deeper, more restful sleep, which equates to more dreams.
Now, is this a product like, okay, so say, the hospital starts giving me these. They'll give me a bottle of 20 for so many days. Is this one of those things that you have to take like over and over and over and over and over again to get the effects of it, or do you get it immediately from each pill?
A little bit of both. So, and it's kind of funny, I'll read you this. We highlight a lot of the feedback from Dr. Dorninger, but like Dr. Dorninger's quote is, people are oftentimes impressed, myself included, at how quickly CBD kicks in compared to other natural medicine. You will see people that battle with anxiety, PTSD, general pain, most ailments, arthritic pain, will oftentimes see really good feedback in almost no time.
Okay.
Where we do see more of a need to be more extended with it is with bipolar or borderline personality disorder or more severe mental cases that people needs to get into their body deeper for a more of a reset. So, and that's a beautiful thing. What I was going to mention is that, for your listeners, on our website, we offer free samples. I mean, our mission statement is very simple: to formulate and manufacture world-class products for healthier communities. So we stand by that. We know if you guys want to go on our website or even reach out to Smokey directly, we'll send samples of our gels to your listeners and let them try it for themselves and let them feel it. Because like you got our love box like a week ago, and you text me the following day like, "Holy shit, this is the best balm that I've ever tried."
Yep, the next day.
And these balms right here, I mean, it's $20. If you use promo code Smokey on our website, it's $16. So I mean, our balm is more for like location specific pain. If you got tendonitis in your elbow or your wrist or your shoulder, you're going to apply it directly. If you're dealing with arthritic, or your knees, the oils, ingesting it is still going to help. Is going to help. You're going to take larger doses for your whole body when you're taking it sublingually. And to be really honest, like for me, when I golf, I leave golf all sorts of tension in my shoulder and my neck, my hand.
We like to golf around here.
So I like to take out at the turn, I'll take 75 milligrams and I'll apply some of this to my shoulder right here because I get all that wonky stuff in my shoulder, and my back nine, I don't feel that same like tension and inflammation and just and kind of hurting as I would. So kind of rambling, but the topical for particular areas and the gels for any more severe ailments or just a larger sense of relief and well-being.
So is it all like? Do you offer more? Like, okay, so these are 650 milligrams.
Yep, and so that's our max relief, and
that's the max relief.
Yep, and so that's a combination of CBD and CBG.
Now, what's CBG for people that don't know?
Well, so CBG is essentially a lot of people want to call it the mother of all cannabinoids, and to be really honest, if we do this show again in 2 years, there may be a more significant move away from CBD and towards CBG.
Really?
CBG is shown to have even more anti-inflammatory properties, more antibacterial properties. We find, and our athletes tell us, that our higher dose oils that contain CBG are even more of a dopamine and serotonin booster for more of like a pre-workout.
Okay.
So we have right now, our company was built on our original formula. Our high quality, high dose, guaranteed potency, guaranteed purity CBD products. We have a max relief formula that includes a CBG. We're just in the final stages of testing the sleep formula that we mentioned earlier, CBD and CBN. CBN is known to be a sedative.
What is CBN? Like, is it's another one of these?
It's just another minor cannabinoid that's known to have sedative properties. And I'll tell you, if you guys struggle sleeping, this stuff is like, we joke around the office and we're just like, night.
I take melatonin for sleep, and I still don't sleep very well.
Well, and what's interesting is everybody responds differently, but like, how much melatonin do you take?
I take like 10 to 20 milligrams max.
Holy shit. So that's what's interesting is
lower dosage, you're supposed to get more sleepier, I guess, right?
I don't know, but I take 1.5 milligrams, and I can't get out of bed in the morning when I take that.
Oh man, yeah. My kids take melatonin too, because if not, they'll stay up in bed for 2 hours after bedtime.
Our docs have actually. There's been a lot of studies. I don't know how to make sure I say this properly, but a lot of the more severe COVID cases were showing very low.
We say Blue Sky vaccine coming soon?
Well, no. I'm not even talking about Blue Sky in regards to COVID at all, but it's something that our docs were recommending throughout quarantine to actually take some melatonin at night, because they were showing, same thing with vitamin D, that you were showing both vitamin D and melatonin deficiencies in people that were having much more severe COVID cases. So not any blues. We're not talking about blue. We won't even broach COVID with Blue Sky. I can tell you, I had COVID and I was using wildly high doses of our max relief formula, and what it was doing was just helping me with energy.
Okay.
Is that it would, when I wanted to be, just when COVID wanted to have me on the floor, it gave me 4 or 5 hours of like, well, because it was weird too. When I got it over Thanksgiving, and we were launching all of our Black Friday stuff. So I didn't have the option of calling, of just staying in bed for a week.
take a few pills, and you were good to go.
Yeah.
So now, when you say isolate, a lot of people that a lot of my listeners, because we gave away a lot of CBD isolate not
Yeah.
too long ago,
Yeah.
it's for dabbing, made to smoke. It's the isolate you smoke. So I don't like a lot of people, like we were talking about earlier, with product like this. The buyers that are probably going to really enjoy this are not smokers. They are there for the pain relief. They're there for, how many things did you say this helps? I mean, it pretty much helps with everything, like all sorts of different, like ailments, diseases. Um, Parkinson's was what you mentioned a few times,
Yeah.
which is like one of the big ones.
We have a lot of landmark cases of people that suffer from really bad Parkinson's, and so again, while we can't sit here and make claims, what the feedback that we get from them is significant reduction in tremors, significant reduction in inflammation, and a significant reduction in seizures that they deal with as well. And what's interesting too is that a lot of people don't know. A lot of people think of Parkinson's as a degenerative disease.
Yeah.
Like you're slowly just deteriorating. We have a lot of people that actually have Parkinson's based on TBI from traumatic brain injury.
Yeah.
So they've taken significant impacts to the head,
Oof.
and it has affected them neurologically to the point where they have Parkinson's based on whether it be a car accident, falling down the stairs, etc. And honestly, like we see every day the health benefits of using our products even for healthy younger people, right? But we built this company to help people that are really hurting.
Okay.
And what happens is too many times people hear, oh, I've heard CBD can help me. I've heard it can help me. And they go out and they go to the gas station or, no
You don't buy
disrespect, but they
CBD
go
at
to
the gas
King
station,
Soopers.
guys.
Don't.
They're getting that shit from China.
Don't. Well, and what happens?
It's crap.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not tested, and it's not.
I don't think it's even real CBD half the time.
I don't know, but and on top of that, when you buy it there, you're paying way too much because what they're doing is they're packaging really low dose stuff that you can buy for 20, 25 bucks, 30 bucks. But what you don't realize is you're not spending much, but like. If you lose $2, you lose $2 with no value, whereas you spend $2 on something that has value, you're not actually spending the money. So it's our hopes with our products that we're not only guaranteed potency and purity with endorsements and reviews through the roof, but you're actually getting a better value. So people that have been using CBD, look at your tincture or look at your gels. What are you buying? Are you buying? Because if you're paying $100 for 1,000 milligram tincture, you can spend with your promo code Smokey. You can buy our 3,000 milligram tincture for $100. So you're literally paying 1/3 per milligram. If that makes sense. I mean, if you want to compare it to marijuana, it'd be like going and buying a quarter for $50, or going and buying a quarter for $150.
Yeah. Med card, no med card.
Yeah, right. So we want to be kind of providing like the med card access to high quality, high potency formulas at a cost. Because here's the thing: when you work in our space with people that are hurting, some of our landmark cases take 500 and 600 milligrams per day. You can't afford to do that if you're paying $50 for a 500 milligram tincture.
That's true. It's true. You'll be broke by the end of the month. You're spending every penny you have on some tinctures that don't work.
Right.
And now, where can people get this? Is it just online right now, or do you have it in stores?
It's kind of a random thing. So we don't. You can get it online at bluesky-cbd.com.
Don't forget the Smokey code.
Promo code Smokey. The majority, if you go on Google and you search Blue Sky CBD, you're going to see a bunch of Blue Sky CBD locations across the state, across the country. But those are not like Blue Sky CBD locations. Those are Proactive Physical Therapy, Dr. Dorninger, Dr. Graves, Rocky Mountain Comprehensive Health, different healthcare clinics that carry our products that are promoted. They want that exposure because we do a lot of stuff like this. 9 News calls Dr. Dorninger when they need real scientific feedback. And so people hear about Blue Sky CBD. So it's kind of an interesting. Your best bet is still to go online. Everything ships first class United States Postal Service. It ships if we receive the order before noon, it ships the same day. You receive tracking information so you know right where it is. But then if you search on Google, if you're in Littleton or Castle Rock or Boulder or Louisville or Fort Collins, you're gonna find locations where you can buy it locally.
Awesome. Now, what about? I mean, did you guys ship worldwide, or do you only ship United States?
You know, so on April 1st, we celebrate our 3rd year in business. It's our 3rd anniversary. So with that being said, we have our eyes on, and we're in discussions with some potential distributors in international locations. But to be quite honest, it is such a tricky mind fuck to
Yeah,
be
I
on
bet.
some level of just working through all those regulations. So right now,
Especially with COVID going on.
well, so I mean, we ship being zero THC, we ship to all 50 states.
Yeah.
So whether you're listening in Texas or Maine or whatever, it's all still shipping first class.
Hawaii, we got a lot of listeners in Hawaii, so.
Yeah, we actually, what's interesting is we actually just processed like some of our first few orders in Hawaii.
You guys listening?
Hawaii. It was in Honolulu. It was literally just like last week. We got kind of hit with a bunch of orders. So I don't know if literally like one of our customers like was on vacation in Hawaii and like rubbing the balm on people or what. But
Dude, definitely check it out wherever you are, guys. Like, check out the Blue Sky CBD products. They are absolutely amazing. They have helped me with some pains and stuff from surgery and everything else, seizures and stuff.
And you'll find on our website too, there's a lot. We publish all our research, so you can go on there and read, without going and searching the depths of the internet. You can go on and we, all sorts of international studies, national studies, local studies, like real feedback of published papers on why CBD works, how it works for, right now I think on our website we have anxiety, pain, and Parkinson's. We have our people, we're publishing white papers right now on arthritic pain.
Nice.
And a couple others that the rest of the group is working on. But I mean, we want to educate you. We're here to answer any additional questions. If you want to reach out and just get samples, do that.
Yeah, guys, reach out. Tell them Smokey sent you. You saw him on the Smokey Season Show, or listen to him on the Smokey Season Show, and you can come, get your free sample. Check it out, and then use your Smokey code to purchase your products afterwards, guys. Don't forget the Smokey code.
Yep. We'll put a link on the YouTube.
Yep, we'll put a link
with the
up.
link, and then if you're putting the product on, it's like when you get to checkout, it's really it shows really clearly where to put the promo code. Promo code Smokey, 20% off. And I'll tell you, if for whatever we're doing, we'll keep an eye out on your code, and we'll send them all a little extra love as well.
Hey, y'all hear it right here.
So we'll have a little something extra for you guys.
Nice. So we're super excited about that, and we're really happy to have you here because so many people send us questions about CBD products, and I don't know all the answers to this stuff, and I've sampled, I don't even know how many different CBD products, CBD flowers,
200.
CBD stuff. Yeah, it's just out of control.
Right.
Because everybody who comes here and they want to get into this legal marijuana business and this CBD stuff, well, a lot of times the people I've met come here, start a marijuana company, fail at the marijuana company, and then try to go into CBD, and then it's because they get a good deal from China for all their stuff, and that's not what CBD is about.
No,
that's
totally
not the reason that
counterintuitive.
this is now medically legal. This is given in to there's doctors that are promoting this product, and there is scientific proof that it's actually helping people. So if you guys really have problems
with that too, is that what we've seen is in the very beginning when we first got started, we do a lot of work with our NDs, naturopathic doctors, right, that are already looking for natural ways to help people.
Yeah.
The medical doctor, the MDs, when we first started, didn't want to talk to us.
Not at all.
And
Not at
so
all.
now what we're getting because of you guys and understanding what helps, we have MDs across the country reaching out and saying, we want to talk more, send us your research, our patients are asking for it. And so this is like the beautiful thing to kind of be on the forefront of, like, the American public finally realizing that you don't have to, pump yourself full of these medications that are created in laboratories.
Get addicted and deal with it the rest of your life. You know, like these are products that are clean. They're really good CBD, all natural products, and you don't have to worry about all those extra side effects, those extra addictions to it. You know, like I mean, I can get addicted to sugar, but like
CBD will actually help curb cravings. So if you have friends and family that are battling alcoholism, battling opiate addiction, etc., Smokey's got his Corona. It's noon. We might be talking to you, Smokey.
It's my birthday.
No, but right. So have another one. No, but and again, it's one of those things to be aware of that. What happens is you're creating homeostasis in the body. You're feeling better, and it will curb your cravings. For people that are using opiates to manage pain, it's also helping your body manage pain, so you're not so driven to go and grab the fucking Percocet.
Yeah, and it's such a good product, guys. You definitely have to check it out. Send in all your questions to the YouTube show or the Instagram or anything like that. I can connect you with these guys if you need to be connected with them personally. Just check out the product. What's the website one more time for everybody?
Blue Sky CBD.com. Promo code Smokey, 20% off your first order with a little extra love for any of the orders that come in the next couple weeks.
Hey, you guys heard it right here on the Smokey Season Show. Definitely check it out. This product is amazing. Anything else you'd like to add about actually, I have a question for you. What's your favorite Blue Sky product?
Ooh, so this is a good question. I'm 42. I'm in relatively good shape. I love both our Max Relief and we've got a Pro line coming out. And what it is it's the CBG molecule that's in it that for me is I use it in the morning. So I get up, I do a little stretch, I use it knocks the cobwebs out, I jump in the steam room. But for me, it's clarity, focus, and I'm fortunate that I've got a pretty good supply.
Yeah.
So our Max Relief and our Pros are a little bit more expensive, but man, they're our I don't think I brought one, but like our 3,000 milligram tincture like this in 30 milliliters, that's our Max Relief. It's over 5,000 milligrams.
Before we go, let's show them.
Yeah.
Now these are the bigger bottles, guys.
Yep, those are the bigger bombs. So we've got half-ounce bombs for you to try. Obviously, you get a little bit better value the larger that you buy. We have all of our tinctures, whether you're looking at our original formula, which is just a CBD isolate. So this is 30 milliliters. This is half and at 15 milliliters. So what we really wanted to do, particularly for opportunities like this, is just have smaller sizes.
Yeah.
So you can buy this for $70.
And I think that's good to be able to offer, because some people are skeptical about getting it in the first place because they don't know if it works or not.
And they should, because honestly, a lot of them have been ripped off by other bullshit companies.
A lot.
And so we want you to be able to come. If you use, our bombs are world class. This, for your listeners to use the promo code Smokey, again, is $16. So if you're dealing with joint pain, different areas of your body that are bothering you, you owe it to yourself to spend $20 to see if this works for you, and you're likely going to be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I was extremely surprised. I mean, I've had a lot of companies send us some different balms and stuff, and the balms never seem to work for me. This immediately, like within 5 minutes, I started feeling the icy hot menthol sensation, and then within 45 minutes to an hour, I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
I really feel this. This is good.
Like this.
Yes. Yeah.
Well,
I can move again. Like, what is happening?
Yeah. Well, and they should know, too, again, do your math. When you look at your topicals that don't work, one, with a good product, the CBD molecule is actually absorbed through the skin and into the blood. It actually works more as a transdermal than a topical. Great places to put it, especially like at night for relaxation, under the hairline, because it gets into the nervous system and on the bottom of the feet. So like if you got your girlfriend likes when you rub her feet, you put some of this on at night and rub it in her feet, she's gonna wake up in the morning and go, I slept better than I've ever slept. For real. But this, this is kind of hard to see on
We'll
that.
try that
But
tonight,
this is 2,500 milligrams. Compare this to that salve that you bought or that balm that has 200 in it.
Yeah, I think
Like,
it was.
That's
Yeah, I
why
think it was even less than that. It was
It,
like
like,
most of the bombs are
was.
like 150,
right.
and they just don't do anything.
Well, and it's no different than if
I'm gonna
you
use the whole damn stick, and maybe I'll feel it.
Yeah, well, and it's no different, again, like when people use a 500 milligram tincture and they take a full dropper,
Yeah.
if it tests accurately, they're taking 16 milligrams of CBD. This, in one of these gels, there's 30. We're going to recommend you take two of them at 60, and now all of a sudden you go, oh, well, my two gels compared to that other tincture that I took.
Don't get me wrong, guys. Like I love the balm. That's my favorite out of this. But these work extremely well. They're insane. Like, I mean, we get pills all the time, and half the time I think it's fucking water. Like they didn't give me anything.
Right.
But this, you actually like, you get this feeling. It's actually working. It's kind of like taking a Tylenol and your headache goes away. You actually, your Tylenol's working because your headache's going away. I took this, and there was lots of things that it was helping with. Not just, a little bit of pain here and there. It was just concentration, just anxiety, functioning, like all sorts of stuff. This stuff is pretty amazing. So make sure you guys go check out the website and order yourself some Blue Sky stuff today. Use the Smokey code for the discount. Anything else you'd like to say to the people before we sign off for the day?
We're here as a resource, not only for you, but for your listeners. It's really easy to send in any specific questions. If you or family members are dealing with more severe ailments, we give you not direct access to Dr. Dorninger, but we're happy to, I don't pretend to know all the answers, but that's, Dr. Dorninger, who again is part owner and director of research and development in our company, has 20 plus years of experience.
Wow.
And does public speaking from coast to coast. So if you have those concerns or family members where you're going, man, my daughter has Crohn's disease, how does this help with gut health? We're here to help, not just sell you the product, but to educate you on why it's working so that you have a better understanding of not just feeling better, but why you feel better.
And like you said earlier, guys, you can get samples. So hit them up, get the samples, and see what it does for you at no risk. And then if you like it and it really works like it has for me and pretty much everybody that I know that has tried it, get your own, use the Smokey code, and get yourself a discount. But we really thank you for coming on the show today.
Our pleasure. Our pleasure.
The little birthday show going on, so we're going to go party here today.
Get it.
I got to take my CBD with me at all times.
He's going to need it tomorrow morning is when he's going to need it.
Yeah. But I love you guys. Thank you for listening to the show or watching the show live. Once again, make sure you check out the Blue Sky CBD website and the Blue Sky CBD Instagram. Tell them Smokey sent you. Use it as a discount. And we will see you next time. So thank you for watching, and follow, like, and share. We will also have the merch stuff up soon, so you'll be able to get more T-shirts and stuff like that here shortly. So I love you guys.